Aloha, Kamaka Brown here with the Sandwich Islands Network Radio, the Sin Krew. You're on the porch with the Sin Krew. And we have some of our ohana actually all over the place that are on with us here this evening. And first of all, coming all the way from San Diego with his papali on, he's looking so cool. Who is that over there, that handsome bugger? Who is that?
Oh man, it's the one and only, Kamaka Brown. It's Kiai, how's it, you guys? Aloha. Hey, Kamaka, I gotta say, that is one beautiful looking porch.
Hey,
right?
Look, the
thank
trees
you.
move nothing, man. And it's nice and windy too, huh?
This is out here. It's very nice. I get on rocking chair. I don't know if you guys can see. I go on rocking chair right there. See my rocking chair? I go right over there and then get the Filipino neighbors walk by with the fish. They're like, "Hey, mister, you like bite the fish for us?" "Oh, sure. What you get?" And then a lady come by. She's selling but. You guys like buy but?
I love but.
Yeah. All right. We have a Wahini Ali'i Nui all the way from Hawaii is here. Please.
Oh, I think the proper term is kuhina nui.
Ooh, kuhina.
No, just kidding.
Wow, how's that?
Just kidding.
The fabulous one.
The fabulous one. You know what? I was born this way. Leave me alone.
Okay, no, nothing wrong with that. That's how.
Yeah. Rolling in from.
Oh, folks, it's good to see all your faces.
All right, Pulale, welcome. Rolling in from Paramount, California.
Marty, how y'all doing?
Marty Burns.
Yeah.
With Patricia riding shotgun. I mean, she's on the side
of
it.
She's running around here somewhere, in and out.
Cool. All right, coming in from Northern California, our brother, who's a great musician and plays with JD and the boys. Who do we have from Northern California?
Aloha, you guys. This is Lemana. You guys all sounding good because, I cannot see, so I'm a couple. So you guys are not seeing anything on my end.
Well,
but you guys are hearing, so.
We love having you, man. Mahalo, Lemana. And somebody who just popped in from San Diego. He was kicking the tires on a school bus. What you doing over there?
Oh, shout out to San Diego though. That's where I went grow up. So
right. Who do we have here? I like here we get on audio from San Diego right now.
Look in here. You can hear me.
Oh, yeah. We hear you now. All right. You never introduced himself. Mr. Kevin Wiedemeyer, right there from San Diego. Welcome.
Hey, how's it, everybody?
How's it?
And then we get the ohana, the Garcia ohana. Those guys are down in San Diego as well, by way of Waimea, Big Island. So introduce yourself, the Garcias.
Hey, how's it? I'm Ryan. This is Alana. This is my son, my wife, Marlo.
Hi, you guys.
How are you?
Top shape.
So you guys stay in one hotel because you had to leave your house, yeah?
Yep. That's all right. We're not complaining.
That was a vacation.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. How's that? There you go.
I should say. I'm glad you guys joined us because I have two favorite things in the whole wide world. I love puppies and other people's kids.
Oh.
That's the best kind. It's like other people's
kids. Other people's kids are always better than your own.
Yeah.
And I see popping in right now. She's a Valley girl. She's in the Valley.
What's up, Mama?
What's
up?
How's everybody doing?
She's Alakai from Aloha Hula Studio. Please introduce yourself.
Just a Hamana, just a little mere Hamana.
Stop it.
Hello, sis.
Hey, what's up,
Good to see you.
Mr. Pualalia, Uncle Kamaka.
Aloha.
Over here, I don't know this person.
Who is that?
What's this right here? Well, on my viewing here.
Well, we have at the very top with his papali on is Kiahi Rosette from
I know Kiahi.
Kiahi, and then we have brother Marty over here that's in Paramount.
Aloha, Marty.
Aloha. How are you?
I'm good. I'm drinking a Jamba Juice. I'm good.
I want one.
Vitamin
Oh,
C.
girl, you know you spiked that Jamba. You know you did.
I want one. I would have done the same thing too.
Yeah.
We have Lemana. Lemana, what city are you? What city do you live in?
I'm currently in San Pablo, which is maybe 20 minutes outside of San Francisco.
Okay. All right.
Oh, aloha, Lemana.
Aloha.
Yeah. And of course, Mr. Kevin Wiedemeyer from San Diego is slipping right in on the side. He's our Sin Crew San Diego, and we do the San Diego Ho'olaulea.
Oh, aloha.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, we thought about doing this, and this is our first one, and we still have just a few bugs to work out. I'm not able to make that bridge onto Facebook Live tonight. For some reason, it worked fine last night when I was with Pualalia and Marie. We did no problems, but tonight for some reason it's not working, so that's fine. And I think it's if you like doing this, I think we could do this a couple times a week while we're kind of sheltering in place, if you will.
Yep.
And talk story and
Yeah.
music, right?
Next week I'll go bring food.
Yeah.
I take your requests. I bring in food. You guys like?
Only if you turn your video on and eat it in front of us too. Might as well twist that knife, kid.
Marty, you got to go down to
I
Auntie Miley's
can.
to bring some food from Auntie Miley's, I think.
Yeah.
I can.
The food.
I heard about that place. How is that? Pretty good.
What one's that?
Yeah, Auntie Miley's is owned by the same family that owned Island Flavor in Vegas. Remember that?
Oh my gosh, they have such good food.
Oh.
Same family.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, same exact family, same recipe, same everything.
Yeah.
And the serving.
Their furikake chicken is so good.
Oh my gosh.
Right? And then they have a mountain of food, right?
Yeah, the portions are
It's
ginormous.
a mountain of food. It's almost like you have to pray to it. Hey, oh, come on now.
Yeah. She's
Eat
right though.
food nourished me.
Leah, you're so true. It's like a mountain of high cholesterol waiting for me.
But you know what I gotta say to that? You only live once, so you better live your life, yeah.
I like it.
So seriously, I could hear when I go eat there. I could hear my arteries clogging. I can hear them.
You told there's that, and then you told me about the local moku on moku keawe that you wanted me to go try. And I was
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I got 1 whole dozen eggs on there.
I would be in heaven because I love eggs.
1 whole dozen eggs, 6 patties. It gets spam and porky sausage.
Oh my
The
God.
only thing you're missing there is the kimchi fried rice underneath. And you
Oh.
And
You had
you,
Uncle
Paul.
Kamaka's favorite, kimchi.
Oh, I love kimchi.
Oh. I think the next call. I think the next call we have, the entry fee is going to be at least 1 spam musubi. Everybody got to bring 1 spam musubi.
Okay.
No, just
Or
show
bring,
up.
bring something to share.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make them work. I'm gonna make it work.
Real quick, I didn't get to hear Garcia family. Where are you located right now?
San Diego.
San Diego. Okay, cool. Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So from where you stay up in Waimea. Ryan is from Waimea.
Oh no, I'm actually up in Hawaii, so I'm about 30 minutes up. Mauka. I'm at about 3,000 feet up here.
Ooh, yeah, I love it.
I love it up here. It's so country, and I'm disconnected from civilization. It's wonderful.
Can I be that way like now? I just want to be.
You're supposed to be on a plane coming to see me, honey.
I know.
Your mom she took those plans right out of your hands, so that's okay. Next time.
I cannot do nothing about that. Otherwise, I would be there right now because the place is cheap now.
No worries, we'll get there, right?
Yes, we will.
So Marty, you work a lot with kids in sports. Yeah, tell us a little bit about the work that you do with the schools in your area.
Yeah, just coaching football at one small private high school, and then I do the off-season lineman camp with Jesse Sapolu, and
oh, nice.
He our camps, we're getting 150, 200 kids in a weekend, So it's pretty good fun, all the, and then we do a lot more than just, coaching. We give the, help the kids out and get them to college and do the, the things that are important for these kids.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, one of the last times I saw you, I think we were at Auntie Miley's, as a matter of fact. You introduced me to a young man, football player, right? He was from.
Yeah.
Tell us about him.
Yeah, good kid, great kid, actually. He's in his senior year at Delaware State. When you guys mentioned Auntie Miley's, every year when he comes home for his break, I take him over there and he gets the katsu chicken furikake combo. Now we're talking about a 6'4", 300+ pound Samoan. When he needs to take a to-go plate, that's a lot of food. But he's doing real well. He's kind of homesick right now because the school closed down and he's there by himself.
Yeah.
He can't get home right now. So I send him a couple bucks a month, to help him out so he can get food and try to be as comfortable as he can over there. He's he's on the East Coast. He doesn't know anybody over there.
Yeah.
That's a brave kid.
Oh, he's an awesome kid.
That's a brave kid. Have to go all the way across the country, not know anybody, and go get an education. That's smart.
And so family oriented. He has nobody over there, so it is really tough on him. But I tried to call him often and make him feel as home as possible.
Sure. And again, what state is he in? He's in Maryland, you say?
Delaware.
Delaware.
Yeah, Delaware State. Yeah.
Woo. That's some harsh winters over there, man. It gets.
Oh.
Right?
He wasn't ready for that his freshman year.
I bet you he wears a ski jacket with shorts and slippers.
I wouldn't be ready for that either. I cannot.
You and Samoan brother over there in Delaware. Oh my goodness, man.
Hey, can I tell a quick story? Come on.
Sure. Please.
So when his freshman year, he goes over there and he was in shorts and slippers, and so I had to send him out a big parka style jacket. But he called me one day. He said, "Oh, Uncle, I'm hungry." He goes, they don't give enough food at the cafe. So
my daughter has the same problem.
I said, "What do you want me to do, Leaky?" I go, I'll tell you what, bro. Let me call the pizza place over there, see if I can do a transaction from here.
Mm-hmm.
And, so I called the pizza place and I said, "Hey, can you deliver a pizza to the flagpole at Delaware State?"
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "I've never done that before." He said, "But he goes, I guess I can." So he did the transaction over the phone, and there's Leaky standing there at the flagpole waiting for his pizza delivery.
You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So you ordered from California. You ordered the pizza from California all the way over to Delaware, and they delivered to him at the flagpole on campus.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, somebody just joined me.
Uh-oh. Who joined? Uh-oh, looks like Sydney. Hi, Sydney.
Oh,
hello, look at me. I'm like half in it. Oh, there we are.
Like I'm disappearing. I'm magical.
Yeah, like a Cheshire cat, Pua.
Like a Cheshire cat.
Well, welcome,
Bring
Sydney.
pink too. How's that?
Hi, Uncle.
Nice to see you. Sydney is Marie's daughter, and we're so nice to have her join us as well. Well, that's a great story.
Uncle Marty, she wanted to say the Domino's by her school knew her name and credit card number.
I used to call because my campus was so large that when they would deliver, they would go in a circle around all of the different dorms. And my dorm was one of the last ones. So I kept getting mad because I was like, I'm a broke college student. My pizza's cold by the time you get to me. So I called and complained. I was like, I only have $20. Like, this pizza's going to last me a bit. And they knew my name, and they would always deliver my pizza within 20 minutes.
You got to tell them 30 minutes or less.
Yep. They knew me.
And Sydney, where were you going to school? Where were you at?
I went to UC Santa Cruz in Northern California.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe like hour and a half away from where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
It was the best. It was so pretty. but I ate pizza like every day.
They had good pizza up there.
I ate so much pizza.
Great. That's great. So, Alana, what grade are you in school, Alana?
I'm in second.
Second grade. What is your teacher's name?
Her name's Abby.
Abby. What is the best part about school you like?
I like writing and reading.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Very nice. You have, so you like to write stories?
I do, but I don't really, so we write like nonfiction stories and sometimes fiction at school, and sometimes I write at home.
Oh, so do you have, so are you collecting stories that you write?
Not really, because some of the stories that I make at school, sometimes they come home and then sometimes it gets lost somewhere.
I
have a feeling, because I had kids, I have a feeling, and Marie, you're probably going to agree with me, your mom probably has them stacked away somewhere.
Oh, definitely.
Right? I have boxes and boxes of my kids' kind things.
Yeah.
That they did like from kindergarten time.
Yeah. She'll cherish those things when you get older.
Well, Alana, Uncle wants to tell you.
Hey, that's my boy, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Aloha, brother.
Hey, everybody. Chris.
Hey, brother.
Thank you. All right.
I was just going to say to Alana before we move on, you speak very, very, very clearly. For second grade, my goodness.
He really does.
You are a very good communicator, and please keep that up. I like the way you speak. You're very clear, and I think that's a good reflection on your parents as well as yourself. So please keep that up and keep writing. Uncle loves to write stories, and I have a lot of. I've also published a book of my stories, and so keep writing those stories about you and brother and adventures you guys have. You and Logan, those can be great stories, right?
What's your favorite subject to write about, Alana?
Fiction.
I
think fiction.
Just fiction? Like no specific subject? You just like creating things?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my cut. Good job, girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Lemana, tell us a little bit about yourself, Lemana. You're up there in Northern California. Tell us a little bit about your journey.
So I was born premature, resulting in my eyes not being fully developed, hence my visual impairment. And the reason I moved here to Northern California is there's a program that teaches people who are blind and visually impaired how to live on their own. So basically everything about life, from finances to taking care of your apartment, cleaning, cooking, doing laundry, as well as traveling. And my parents sat me down one day and said, we're not going to be here forever. You got to learn how to live on your own at some point. So when you have a family, you can take care of them. And so that motivated me to come over here. Music has always been a part of my life ever since I can remember. And before that, because my parents would tell me that the only way I would fall asleep is to listen to the cassette tape that we had of Hui Ohana and Pandanus Club. And so I think my love for Hawaiian music kind of stemmed from that. And now it's just learning as much as I can. I'm a self-taught musician. And so I listen to things and I try to figure things out on the ukulele or the guitar, just to play along with it.
Wow.
It's become a passion in life. So that's what I do.
So Lemana, you must do an amazing rendition of Blue Darling then.
I don't know about that, but I could try.
Dennis Paval and Hui Ohana. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
right?
Legends, I tell you, within
Legends.
the Hawaiian music scene, they are definitely legends.
And if you're brought up on that music, that says a lot about you and a lot about your parents too, brother. Yeah.
My parents always had music playing.
You know who joined us right now, and she's hiding over there, is Auntie Hetty and
I think
Duha.
she's trying to figure out the audio video.
Oh,
okay.
right
Oh, yeah.
Auntie
You guys
Hetty,
might hear something later if Alco allows Keahi and I to kani kapila for you
woo,
guys.
that would
You
be
guys might hear something.
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
already out.
Yes.
I'm gonna back you guys up.
I
Sorry,
was already expecting that. What you talking about?
right? That's why we're here.
I never even know Auntie Pua was like, sign on, baby. I go, okay, I'll be here. I'm not doing nothing.
I'm a fangirl of
I'm
Keahi. You
locked
already know
down
this.
for 3 weeks, you guys. I have nothing to do but play music and write
Play for
songs.
us then.
in
Play
here.
for us.
Yes,
Hold up,
I will.
hold up, everybody, just for a second. I want to give a little space for Auntie Hetty Anduha. She's kind of under the weather, not feeling that good, but welcome, Auntie.
Oh.
You there? Woo.
Auntie, I'm trying to text you. It's not going through because I get sketchy service way up here on top of this Mauna.
Oh,
If you can hear us, you gotta go to the bottom of your screen and hit the microphone to unmute you, and then hit the video to turn your camera on. I don't know if she can hear us.
she might.
I'm also cracking up at your brother back there, Alana, while you were talking. I think he was learning Morse code with the light. Yeah.
He's bouncing off the walls. We get plenty of energy over there.
Oh my gosh, I love that kid already. I got kid.
I'm trying to get the Brady Bunch squares like we did that last time, Paul. We had like 6 squares. I'm trying to get that on my screen.
Right? I think you have to go to the upper right-hand corner.
Yeah.
And hit there's a link that says gallery view. It should anyway.
Yeah.
Because I got 4 cubes. We look like Hollywood squares.
Yeah.
Not Hollywood Squares.
Well, I am quite the diva.
Also, there's something you could get everybody on the screen.
Yeah.
I can get it to like 6. Yeah, something like that.
Oh.
Let's see, where is it?
It depends.
We did it before.
And I'm trying to look for it. Are you on your phone, Marie?
I am.
Yeah, I'm on a phone too.
Okay, I'm trying to look. I'm trying to do it on my phone, but now it's telling me my password doesn't work.
Participants. If I click on participants, okay, that shows everyone's name. Okay. Mute, stop video, share content, participants, then more.
Is it participants then?
When I hit that, I saw everyone's name, that's handy.
Share screen, schedule, join, context meetings. Why isn't it showing the settings? Chat general.
Oh,
No.
you see up top? Okay. You see up on it. Well, okay. So I'm on my computer. But on there's this thing called gallery view.
Yeah, gallery view. That's what I'm looking for on the app.
You hit that, and I can see 9 of us.
That's what I'm trying to do, Keahi.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Right. And me too. I'm picking my phone up because the app is different. Okay, I'm going to try it.
So you think the computer interface is different than the mobile app interface?
The display is different on your computer and on your phone. Yeah.
Yeah, guarantee.
Does NT have a laptop?
Get it on the phone.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get around to Kevin Wiedemeyer over here. Kevin, tell us a little bit about yourself. What brought you to San Diego, and have you been arrested lately? Maybe you can share with that.
I'm on house arrest.
That was that stuff, that he was
house arrest.
Him.
You're making me dizzy.
I don't know, huh? Trying to forget. I can't even see the kind.
Well, we can see you, brother.
Okay, you can.
Yeah.
Okay, I came to San Diego after I went high school to go to school. Came here, got my degree, got married, and got stuck here. But good time. San Diego's good. Got plenty of people. Cali's from down this way too. Yeah.
What do you say? You saying OB? BB what?
See what? Pulalia, when you hook it up on your, you have to sign up on that one. Okay. Keahi, so your journey's been pretty interesting too, because you're from Waianae side. And then after school you went to the military. What about your journey?
Yeah. So Waianae High School. After that, I left, came to California, stayed with an uncle. That bugger had so much rules. I was like, get me the heck out of here, and I joined the Air Force. He had even more rules, right? But I ended up doing 20 years in the military.
Oh wow.
Retired 2010, so I've been retired since then. And you know, went to school. I became a sommelier, if you know what that is. Kind of like a wine guy.
Mm-hmm. My favorite people in the world.
Hey, my son's one.
Yeah.
You still get your chain with your little tasting, huh?
I do, and I'm actually studying for a level 2 right now, so I'm in the process of doing that. And,
Hey, yeah, talking to my son. He's a level 2 right now, going for his level 3.
Oh,
My son?
no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're gonna hook up. Awesome, awesome.
Yeah, Bombay.
Good to know. Good to know.
I know. I'm sorry, but I drew the line and when I was in a restaurant. And the cork was plastic, and he handed me the cork to sniff. I said, "Bro, you know I'm sommelier."
Supposed to suck them,
right?
I was supposed to suck them. Oh, whatever you tell me.
Oh, Lord, this guy.
You unscrew the cap. That's the kind Kamaka got.
Yeah. Never you mind. Oh, you guys terrible.
Mine come in a box. Mine come in a box. Yeah.
I sniffed the cardboard.
Yeah. So Keahi, so how did the you know, as a musician, how did that come into being? Now you came out of this, you know, out of the military, and you were playing all along though while you were in the service.
Yeah, definitely playing all along while I was in the service. You know, wherever I can, you know, here and there. But it was probably about, I want to say maybe 4 years now or so, that I decided to kind of, you know, drop everything and just give this music thing a shot, right? I'm like, man, this has always been my dream to do this. And like, if I don't give this a shot, am I going to look back at it one day and say, wow, what could have happened? You know? And I didn't want that to happen. And so I took a shot at it, worked hard for the first 4 months, 7 days a week, 12, 18-hour days, just advertising myself, you know, marketing myself, getting anywhere I can possibly be out in front of the public, right? Because if they don't know you, then you can't get gigs, you know? So I did free stuff. I did, you know, stuff for very, very cheap, very, very low. It didn't matter. It was, I had a plan. My plan was to get myself known out in the public. So I was willing to do whatever it was, you know, whatever it took. And man, it paid off. It really did, you know, because after about 4 or 5 months, the gigs just started rolling in to where, you know, I was pumping out 25 gigs plus a month, and I had to turn down another 15, 20 gigs because I couldn't do it, you know?
Wow.
And so I've been blessed in that way, but I worked hard for it too, right? And, you know, I had some other friends that are like, oh, how are you getting all these gigs? I'm like, you got to get out there and hustle, you know? I mean,
got to do the work.
Not only that, you got to be good first.
Yeah. I know that story, my brother. I know that story very well.
And so, yeah, and so now, I mean, you know, just, you know, the journey's just been really kind of on a nice, kind of steady little incline, you know, doing different things, right? Playing on the cheap now. And then right now we're working on a new album, Hawaiian album. It's called Made to Hula. Couple songs, maybe Hawaiian, you know, I'm practicing. In fact, tomorrow, every Wednesday, is Olelo class. I take Olelo online. And because I want to learn now how to write music in Hawaiian, right? So it's coming along, you know, it's a little, it can be kind of, you know, when you get old, man, it's like, oh, freaking, I can't remember week to week. Oh, what is all that?
Well, Keahi, I met Keahi through a song that he wrote, and he had it all over Facebook, and you're doing a great job of getting that song out there. Tell us about that song that actually brought you and me together. So we began to vala'au and talk story and stuff like that. Man, tell us about that song.
So you're talking about the musubi song, right?
Wow.
Oh, I took the
Not that
musubi.
we're fans or anything.
It's crazy. So, you know, the way that song came about was the Food Network wanted to come to San Diego, and they challenged a local Hawaiian style restaurant to see. This restaurant made a deep fried musubi. Okay.
Oh.
And the Food Network said, you know what? We want to come down there and want to challenge you that we can make a deep fried musubi, but way more healthier than your version and tastes way, 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 way more better, right? So they said, okay, they accepted that challenge and stuff like that, you know. So the owner called me up and said, hey, brother, can you come down, jam some music, stuff like that in the background? I was like, yeah, okay. And then, you know, we talk and then we hang up the phone. And then I started thinking, I'm like, well, I cannot just sing any song, you know what I mean? Because there's copyright stuff. And usually with shows and things like that, they're not going to hurry up and get the rights. They're focused on the show, not on who's singing what. And, you know, and so on the way, I was driving home. So on the way home, I just started to kind of, you know, I was like, man, I need to make a song. And it's a musubi show, right? So the words, everything just started coming out. Actually, man, if I could show you guys how it first started out, that song was so stupid. But that's how songs kind of start off, right? It just kind of starts off stupid, a kind of crazy idea, then you shape and shape and shape and shape until you get that final thing. And so I wrote the song, I copywrote it real quick. I went down and printed off the words. I barely knew the words. I went to the producer and I said, hey, listen, I just wrote this song. Let me know if you guys like it. So I played it for him, reading the words, singing. And, you know, his eye, you know, cheeks went up to here. Everybody started coming around. Everybody started singing it, you know, right off the bat. And then that was the story of that. Then it just kind of took off a little bit, you know. So it's a fun song. It's a fun song. I love it.
So would it be too much to ask you to do that song for us?
I forget the words already.
Oh yeah.
Hikino. Hikino. Hikino.
Yeah, Hikino. Thank you, Lemana. Hikino.
Only thing you and me. What, we're going to do them now?
I'm putting you on the spot, Keahi. I'm sorry. Keahi gonna call me. Keahi gonna call me after this is over.
Oh, don't worry, because I'm pretty sure after yours on this call, Uncle's gonna be okay, Lemana. It's your turn.
All right, you guys can hear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't been playing this song for a long time already. All right, you guys, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 39, 10. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, bamboo, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 39, 10. Let's do it again. Get the naughty spirit rice and put inside
everything nice.
And take a bite. It'll blow your mind. Portuguese sausage,
Teriyaki chicken, kimchi, daikon. It's so.
1, 2, 3, bamboo,
4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, bamboo, 4, 5, 6, no need chopsticks. 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. Let's do it again. Last verse. No matter where you go, land or sea, don't forget your musubi. Keep it right by your side. Eat it day or night. Hold together forever in any kind of weather. I got my musubi and celebration, just whatever. I want to tell the world that we should all get together. Have a musubi. Come on, everybody. 1, 2, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's so divine.
Let's do it again.
Hey, Pua, hula.
No need chopsticks. 79, it's so divine. Let's do it again.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, Keahi, you know, thank you so much. So that was a song that came to my attention, and I got in touch with Keahi. We had him on interview on Sin Radio, and that started our friendship. What was that, 2 years ago? Was it 3 years already? More than that.
Oh, man.
It was 3 years ago, because remember, right after that, Asia and we did that concert at that brew house, remember?
About 3 years.
And that was like January, and we were freezing Ocola, and they put us outside.
Yeah, that's right. That Pacific Brewery or something, yeah?
Oh my God, that was so much fun though. We had so much fun.
That was great. You know. So Pu'ulalea, you know, your story about, you know, your journey with hula is
It's nuts.
if you haven't seen, you know, putting all jokes aside, I mean, Keahi, so talented, songwriter, singer-songwriter, entertainer, and Pu'ulalea is, aside from being just a wonderful person, and we work a lot, we do projects together, and even though she's moved Big Island, we stay in contact with the Sandwich Islands Network. But I'm always mesmerized, and it always takes me back. Whenever I watch Pu'ulalea dance, she takes you to a completely different place. She just she's in a trance, like she just loses herself in the dance. And I share, you know, Pua, about, very seriously, and no joking, you have put in many years of study and many years of, you know, it is a way of life. You've said to me, Uncle, you know, it's not just dance, it's a way of life. So share a little bit about,
actually, it is life, period.
It is life.
So people ask, how long have you been dancing? I said, well, first of all, I don't dance, quote unquote. I study hula. But as far as hula goes, I think I'm at 46 years now. And people are like, well, how old are you? They think I'm going to tell them I'm 76. Like, no, I started when I was 3. I didn't have a choice. I tell people I learned by way of bamboo stick.
Let me figure.
Wow. So tell us about you know, how that all happened at 3 years of age, and with your mom, and
by force. No, seriously. No, I know I like to make jokes because life's too short to be that serious. But yeah, my mom she never unikid as a kumuhula, but she had been teaching. She used to teach at church. She used to teach. Like my uncle had all these friends that were not Hawaiians and wanted to learn hula. So they went to my mom, and then my mom used to teach the kupuna at the senior center. She was constantly teaching hula. And so I had no choice. I had zero choice. It was like, get up there and dance, or again, bamboo stick, yeah? And as much as I resisted, it got to the point where hula became my life. Everything in my life was ruled by hula and halal, and being here and on stage there and ready for this and moving here and there and there and there. But a lot of hula people have that same story of, and in it you just stay in it forever, ever. But you know what happened is that when I had come home here to Hawaii, I realized that everything I have in my life right now, because I personally believe I'm the luckiest person alive. I don't know how I have this wonderful life. I live in a wonderful home, on a wonderful property, on a wonderful island. I have 2 of the best jobs in the world. They're perfect for me. I get to travel with the Hawaii Tourism Authority. I get to go all over the world and teach everything. I work for Kamehameha schools. Everything that I do in my life started because of hula. Always. All the people I've met, all the things I've gotten to do was because of hula.
So, Paul, let me ask you this. Was there at one point, I mean, you know, I'm doing because mom wants me to do this, you know, I'm going to get the bamboo stick. Was there a particular point in your life and all of a sudden it just sunk in that this was something that, you know, you wanted to do? And obviously now nobody following you around with a bamboo stick, but so Was there
You
a
want to know the truth? This is a terrible answer.
what?
But it finally clicked that, oh my God, I want to do this forever, was the first time I got paid to dance hula.
Hear me, please, sweetie.
Okay. All right.
And I went, you're gonna pay me to dance? Because in halal, we don't get paid to dance, right? We pay to halal for the opportunity to dance.
Right. Okay.
And yeah, the first time I got paid, I was 10 years old. And I made $50. And at 10 years old, $50 might as well be million, yeah? But also meeting different kumuhula. My mom, there wasn't a kumuhula my mom did not know. So I got to learn from some of the world's best kumuhula, like Uncle George Naope, Uncle John Lake, Robert Casimiro, Auntie Lena Alahaine, O'Brien Eselu. All of those people had invested in my hula at some point in my life. And when you're being taught by somebody that's that high echelon, you have it's kind of a humbling experience, because you're like, holy smokies, you know, these are the best of the best kumuhulas, and I get to learn from them. Heck yeah, I was eating it up like crazy.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, you know.
Brother's big Morse code back there again. He's too cute.
So, Leimana, you know, you continue to play music. I see, you know, you play music with JD Pooley and some of the brothers up over there. And you already shared that some of your inspiration for music goes back, you know, to some of the classics, like you mentioned, of Hui Ohana and, you know, some of the classics. How about for you now? What continues to drive your passion for performing and for music, Leimana?
I think not only, you know, keeping within the Hawaiian community, excuse me, it shows those of us who are in the blind community, blind or visually impaired, or disabled community in general, that whatever your passion is in life, follow it, because you never know what opportunities you're gonna have. Like if it wasn't for music, I wouldn't have the opportunities to travel. If it wasn't for music, I wouldn't be as social with people as I am now today. I continue to play because, you know, like I mentioned before, it's a passion. I always want to learn more. It keeps me connected to the Hawaiian community, being so far away from home. And, you know, it allows me to use the skills that I learned at the Independent Living Training Center, because, you know, I got to travel from place to place using public transportation. I got to plan routes. I need to figure out how to get from place to place. And music allows me to have the finances to do that. I can't simply just hop in a car, although I wish I could, and drive there, you know. So as well as as much as, you know, as much fun as it is, it also helps me live my life. And if I can continue to play music, live comfortably, inspire others, and do what I love to do, that's why I choose to continue this no matter what happens.
Mahalo for sharing that, Leimana. That's very, very insightful and very thoughtful. And thank you so much for continuing to malama the music and to cherish the music and to play the music. You have something you can play for us?
I do. Where do I begin? So okay, I'll begin with something recent. In October, here's a little mo'olelo about this story, or about this song that I put.
Oh, is this the Kauai song, babe?
This is the
Oh,
Kauai
it's
song.
beautiful.
So in October, I got the chance to visit the island of Kauai for the very first time. I met a friend, actually, again, through music, through one of my events that I did. And, you know, I was talking to her during our break, and she was like, you should come to Kauai one of these days. Okay. So I never heard from her until one day she added me on Facebook, said, are you still going to come? I go, yeah, I plan to come. So we worked it out for October after my birthday. And I stayed in a town called Kamaka. I knew nothing about the area. I knew nothing about Kauai at the time. But being there for those 2 weeks, feeling the cool breeze, listening to the manwar, all of the birds in the morning, uh, experiencing the genuine aloha spirit that everyone has for one another, having the bright moon over Kealia described to me. I figured, I can put this all into a song, yeah. And so I wrote the song in English, and then I had two good friends of mine, um, Mr. Grant Kono, who lives on the island of Oahu, is part of Eine. They just released their album, and Mr. Kolike Fiskaya, who lives on Maui. Um, they helped me with the Olelo portion of the song, and Kolike actually recorded a little track so I can use for reference. But here's how this song came out. Ei ke mai kaina vei o kaka no kana vai luani hei no Ei ke mai kaina vei o kaka no kana vai luani hei no Eloheina manunelena Oh ai mona no ke Eloheina manunelena Oh ai mona no ke Ei ke poloi kamakani ahe ahe O pune ona ia kaili e ka Ei ke poloi kamakani ahe ahe O pune ona ia kaili e ka O kapako na nge akamahina I ke halia nei Nena no nue hakinai I ke kino ana O kapako na nge akamahina I ke halia nei Ke aloha nui e kono mai ana E ho'opuni aku ia oe Ke aloha nui e kono mai ana E ho'opuni aku ia oe Wana ia ke mele o ka
Woo! My ka'i, brother.
Sorry, it's kind of cold, yeah, over here, so the voice is a bit shaky, but there you go. That is kapa'a. That is the song I wanted to write as a gift or ho'okupu to the ohana that showed me aloha while I was staying there.
Oh, that is beautiful. Mahalo for sharing that. We really enjoyed that a lot. Yeah. Let me see. Someone just joined us.
That's my cousin Mahia. Mahia, turn your video on, girl. I know you can hear us. Turn your audio on too. They're her.
They're her.
What's
Hi
up,
there.
girl? How you?
All right. Welcome.
Aloha.
Hi there, sweetie. Good to see you.
You're trying to hide. What's up with you? You supposed to
No need to hide. Good.
I'm hiding. I hiding. It's okay. Not the only one.
Tell us where you are.
Oceanside.
Oceanside, California.
Oh, yeah.
Oceanside.
So, do we call that northern San Diego?
Northern San Diego.
North San Diego. Or
I haven't been to Oceanside since Momilani days.
Or Mackay side, Camp Pendleton.
Yeah.
Mackay side.
Mackay side, Camp Pendleton. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's right.
Wow, Oceans. I haven't been there in so long.
That was beautiful.
You're not missing
nothing. So Marie, you have been associated with the Aloha Hula Studio for a number of years.
Yes.
I want to share a little bit about your hula journey, your association with Lindell and the Aloha Hula Studio in the Valley.
Oh my gosh, what a story.
Where do you start?
Where do I start? I think I may have shared this with you, Uncle, or maybe Pualili at one point. I have to condense it.
Real short.
Yeah, real short. But I met my kumu, Lindell, Lawai Peterson, in Granada Hills. They were having a street fair. And my niece had just been born. This was about 12 years ago. And of course, I'm being a proud auntie. I want to take her off for the day. So we head out to the street fair. And it's cloudy. And my sister's like, I don't want to take my new baby out. It's cold and wet. I said, nah, come on, let's go. It'll be fine. Of course, take her out. Pouring down rain. So we raced for cover under this tent. And in the tent was Lindell. And instantaneously, I felt like we had a connection. She said, come on in. Don't get wet. Come in from the rain. And we talked, and it was like I had known her forever. We just, I don't know, just really clicked. And I said, what do you do? And she explained to me, who she was and her halau, and that her children, Taimani and Kaikea, my ever were teachers. And for me to come just, if I didn't want to dance, just to come talk story and hang out. And so I went, but at the time it was in her home. She was teaching out of her living room 12 years ago. And since then I've been her hamana, and it's been quite a journey. Wow. I mean, hula is life. For me, hula is, and I think I've shared this before with Pualalia, for me, it's just a gift. Yeah. It's just a gift. And for me, even meeting Pualalia, meeting you, Uncle, and eating kiahi, and it's all through hula. All these great blessings in my life, and the Sin Krew have come through hula. So I'm so grateful that day I met Lindell, because so many things have blossomed, come forth from that. So it's been a journey. My hula journey has been amazing. And during that same time, my dad was sick as well. I didn't know it. He didn't know it. Ooh, I'm going to start crying.
Oh.
I didn't know. I didn't know, and he didn't know. But I had just started dancing with Lindell for maybe a month. And then when he started getting sick, and then when he passed, it was like I had, not only my family is close here, but we're very small. There's only 5 of us. I had the entire halau with me when my dad passed. And it was
family, girl.
amazing. They only had known me a month, but they were calling me and bringing me food and checking on, you know, me and my family. And it was amazing. Amazing. And I always say that hula saved my life because at that time I was only part of the halal for a month.
Wow.
And hula saved me. Hula saved me. It saved my spirit. It saved my, just saved me.
Yeah.
Just saved me. So.
That's awesome.
That's a beautiful story. Mahalo.
Okay, I need to add a disclaimer. Okay, so once we get this posted onto social media, what's going to happen is, so, you know, in all the halals and between all the kumuhulas, all this kind of stuff, I call it the hula mafia.
What's your name? You're in for
You
life.
get blacklisted pretty quickly. All those kumuhulas that I named, I have not been a haumana in their halals. My kumuhula, she wasn't my first kumuhula, but Auntie Moana Chang, who had a halal for forever, put me in contact with some of these, put me in front of some of these kumuhulas. My mom knew the kumuhulas. She went and asked if I could get coached every now and again, but though I did not join any of those halals. The first kumuhula I ever had was Kahei Tapalinski, and that was only for like 6 months. And then there was Koloa Roster, my own mom, Auntie Moana Chang, and Mohala Reese, and for a little while, Lahela Kaehue, and then my current kumuhula, Kahiki Akana under Kumu Nani Lim. So all those other kumuhulas, yes, they did coach me. I was not part of their halals, so calm down, hula mafia, and from attack to the pita.
If you had told me how important my kumu was going to be to me in my life, unless you experience it, it's hard to explain. And Pua can attest to this. Anybody who's done hula, when you tell someone, "I'm sorry, I can't have hula," they don't really understand what that means. You know, it's like, "Oh, you always say that. I can't. I have a hula thing, or I have a hula, you know, something." It is at the center of everything, and I didn't know how an important figure she was going to be to me in my life when I first started. But I quickly learned how important every single person, every single hamana, every uncle, every auntie, everyone that comes through the halal, how they've touched me in some way. It's so true. Small. I never would have in a million years. It's such a gift that gives everything.
Mai is a hula dancer too, and you can probably agree with all that. Yeah, sis.
I was just gonna, you know, I know, I would call her Trina, but I know she has her Hawaiian name. But we've known Trina for a little while too. Every time we come down to San Diego, Ho'olaulea. But I know you dance too. Tell us a little bit about your hula journey there, Trina.
Well, I first started with, my kumu was Hinana Akau, who was Auntie Sissy Kaio's cousin. And I danced with him for years, but then he went back home. And I waited until I found a new one, and I dance now with Kumu Kelly Haupu, which is Hula Halal Okaeo. And it's true, because when my mom got sick, I told her I wanted to go back dancing because I missed it. And then I went back dancing, and I feel when I'm on stage, I feel all my ancestors and everybody around me.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Truly, truly. Well, thank you for
now
sharing.
I'm going through withdrawals because she canceled class till June.
I'm going through music withdrawals because of everything that's going on right now.
That's safety, but you know, we're kind of the same way. So I have another kumuhula because I'm getting my master's in Hawaiian studies on the hula track. So my focus is hula. Well, duh, right? And so my kumuhula in the collegiate region is like, you know, they told us all of our classes have to be online, and she's just like, no, you don't have hula online. No,
right?
We're meeting for hula.
Yeah.
And she's like, we'll find a place. We don't need campus. We're gonna have hula.
Yeah,
yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, you know, just as hula is life, you know, music is life as well.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know, as we listen to beautiful music and the hula dancing, and I know Keahi, you have been performing with a halal, you know, normally in the summertime, there's a lot of activities happening with halal in San Diego area, Keahi. And you have been a backup musicians, yeah, for one or two halal over there, yeah, or just one particular one?
No, you know, I've been working with probably about 7 halals or so out here.
Wow.
So it kind of depends, right? I mean, like even when I go down to Palm Desert area, there's a couple halals that I work out with down there. Or if I come up to LA, you know, there's a couple guys that I'll call up there. So it's kind of nice to have different halals in different spots, you know.
Sure.
Because I live kind of, you know, well down by San Diego side. So if I have a gig all the way up in Oceanside, you know, it costs money to have, you know, travel, right, for all the halals to come over there. So I have a couple halals up or something, you know, that I'll call up and say, hey, I'm coming down and need a few days or whatever. So yeah, so it kind of works out that way, you know.
So
I have a question.
Sure.
Didn't you dance in halal, Keahi? Weren't you at one point?
I did. I did. I used to, when I was a kid, I used to dance for Uncle John P. Ilani Watkins.
I remember us having that conversation the first time we ever met.
Yeah, and then
I'm very tempted to see you dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him dance too.
Yes, I just called you out in front of everybody. I did.
So, Kelly, I've circled around to you. There's a method to my madness over here. I kind of want to talk to you a little bit about your music and about musicians. You have, you know, after these years, decided to be a full-time musician. It is what you do. And while I really don't want to go into the, you know, what's happening, we know what's happening with all of the restaurants and places to play. Marty was mentioning, you know, the places kind of go listen music and so forth. But I wanted to talk to you as a musician that plays full-time. You know, we talked about earlier, there are things that are in our control and the things that are out of our control. And we know the things that are out of our control with what's going on now. But you've kind of taken things that are in your control and said, okay, this is the hand I've been dealt with. And so now I can be as creative and I can be as, you know, innovative as I can to make do the best with the situation, with the cards that I'm dealt with. Can you talk a little bit about that as a musician and your thought process and where you are, you know, what you're working toward as a musician?
Yeah, definitely. So, you know, I mean, for many different career fields, right? I mean, we're all feeling the hurt with this coronavirus. And so for musicians specifically, because that's what I do, you know, gigs are dropping left and right? That's how we make our living. In fact, I just had a big wedding that I booked, and it was a big wedding, and I just got the text today that it's canceled. You know, so I got to reluctantly give back the deposit. I don't want to. But anyway, you know, I talked to a couple other friends. I have another friend down here. He gigs about 5 days a week at different restaurants and spots around here. And, you know, he saw a couple of my posts that I put out there, like I canceled and stuff like that. And so I was like, hey, so how you doing, you know? He's like, bro, you know, I'm going 5 days a week and it's done, you know? I have nothing. This is what I do. I have nothing, you know? I don't know what to do now. And there's a lot of people like that, you know, full-time musicians and they don't have any backup plan. They don't have plan B, you know. Fortunately, I was in the military, so I have something coming in, you know, and that helps. And I wish other people was in that position too. So what, you know, it got my head like really spinning, like, okay, what can we possibly do? Okay, we're losing all these gigs, you know, but man, people still got to make money somehow, you know. I'm being affected. Many people are being affected. And so, you know, I went to school for web design, graphic design, stuff like that. So I know how to build websites. I'm pretty good at that. And, and technology-wise, I'm okay. And so what I've started to build within the past 2 days, and I'm hoping to launch it within the next couple of days or so, test it tomorrow, see if it works, and maybe do something about the weekend, is I built a website to where now all these entertainers, musicians, maybe even hula dancers and stuff like that too, to where they can go on to the website and they can host a live concert right there from your couch, from your
Nice.
wherever you are. And and great for you too, Limana, right? Where you can host it right from where you are, and you can go live, Facebook or YouTube or Venmo. I would just need the live link. You give me the link, I plug it in, and now you go live on your own page. And then I have a donation button. So
Yeah.
donate.
Oh, yeah.
I was suggesting that to somebody on Facebook today because he made a joke about, if I go Facebook Live, can I put out a tip jar? Ha ha. And I was like, launch a website with a donate button, bro.
Yeah.
Boom. Do it.
Yeah. Facebook doesn't have that. And so, but with the power of social media, and then with HawaiianMusicGigs.com, I've got close to 2,000 people there. I've got a couple other groups that I manage. And then, with your stuff to Kamaka, with everybody, being able to advertise on those sites and get people to this page so that people can donate, however much. If you want to donate $1, it's not like you have to come and pay $5 to watch. I didn't want to like that. I wanted to be like, if it's on my heart to give you $100, then
right.
give me $100.
Yep.
If I can only give you $1, or if I can just say, man, I have a little chat thing too. So I put a chat thing on there so people can talk and say, how's it, whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you have the interaction like a live meeting almost.
Exactly.
Oh, nice. I need to
That's
talk
awesome.
to you about this too afterwards.
I was going to say, we're going to do this, bro.
Yeah.
I could be out
I'll
here.
put it on the site. I'll
like
put
how
it on the
fast
Lucky
she's dancing.
Yeah.
Shoot, just got a radio on in the back, dance to it, and somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
And so that's what I'm working on right now, and talking with you today, Kamaka, you notice you mentioned other musicians, new musicians who are feeling the hurt too right now, and so I'd like to reach out to them, and once I get this going, I'll reach out to you guys. If you guys know anybody who would like to take advantage of this, send them my way. I'm still building a site. It's almost power. I'm going to test it out tomorrow. See how the donations and stuff come in. I don't know how the payment thing is going to work, like how fast I can get them the money. I'm working that part out. I got to call up and, PayPal, say, hey, how long is this stuff going to take? Whatever. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And, it's not going to replace everybody's gigs, but, it's going to.
It's better than zero, right?
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Yes, it is.
So,
and through the networking, you never know what it's going to lead to in the future. I think it's fantastic.
Absolutely.
The networking alone is priceless.
It is.
Yeah.
Right now where the website is, it's not where I wanted to be, totally 100% want to be, because I'm going to have to do a lot of work on the back end to kind of get people up and going. And so, but I'm hoping, we can get some a little bit more coding that's above my level to happen. To build this thing even more.
Above your pay grade?
Above my pay grade. But,
brother, as soon as you get a graphic, shoot it to me. I'll put it on Lucky Mango. I got about 1,000 followers on Instagram.
Right?
Awesome. There we go.
So, Keahi, I'm so pleased that you shared that with us. As you said, it's a work in progress. Keep us updated on it. What I would like to do, on the porch with the Sin Crew here, make this a couple times a week where, we can get together and talk story like this, share ideas. You have things that, are kind of like work in progress, share, because you never know, as Marie said, um, our networking and the people that we come across in our course of our day, or people that we know, we can tap into that in our community. So that's a beautiful thing, you know.
Definitely. And you know, the musicians that you know now, or you know, entertainers, whatever, you know, send them, have them friend me on Facebook. So when this thing gets going, I'm gonna make a schedule for people.
That's exactly where it's going, brother. Because you know me and musicians. You know the thing, when you're a hula dancer, there ain't a musician around you don't know.
Exactly.
Especially when you're a soloist like me. There's not a musician on the Kona Coast that I haven't danced for, or they've seen me dance before. It just, and they're all in the same boat you are. And so we're actually, I'm going tonight, after we pow with this, I'm going down to the Fairmont Orchid to see one of my musician friends that's kind of stressed out at the same time, because he's only got one night a week now. He was 5 nights a week, all these different hotels. Now he's only got one.
So,
Oh no.
It's rough. That's rough.
So, you know, I'm coming up on almost 9:30 California time over here, and
We've been out here a long time.
I did want to hear it's another tune from Ke'ahi over here. I wanted to, and you know, Ke'ahi has, you've got two CDs out.
I got one CD out, and another one, it's coming out soon. We're gonna launch a small little EP.
A little EP, okay. So your choice. I mean, you the music that we have, that we did play on Sandwich Island Network, it's always catchy, always enjoyable. So I thought we'd go out with some music by Ke'ahi Rosette here this evening. So how about favoring us with another tune there, Ke'ahi?
Hello, thank you so much. And just one more quick thing about that app. You know, when you tell your friends that even if they're playing at a gig, they can go live with this so that they can get tips, you know, from whoever else is just, you know,
that's
on
cool
now. So that can be used anytime you play. All right, I'm gonna do a song you guys all know, kind of the way I do it, I guess. Song called Pua Mana.
What are you playing in?
Playing it in C.
There we go. I gonna follow you.
Yay!
Pua Mana. and bringing us all together like this is such a amazing thing that you do, and your talents and your natural gift of bringing people together and making them feel wonderful and important. Thank you so much for doing that, and especially at a time right now where people need that little, you know, that love and comfort and attention and, you know, friendship, right? You know, fellowship. So thank you for doing that.
Absolutely. Mahalo for all of you coming up on the porch here tonight and hanging out with me on the porch and talking story, telling us a little bit about your journey. You know, what we didn't get into, and we will do it next time when Brother Kevin Wiedemeyer, and I'm just going to tease you about this. Several years ago, Kevin invited me, say, hey, no need to stay at a hotel, come stay in my house. So I went over to Kevin's house, and he said, hey, a bedroom over here, you know, like, oh, no worries, I got plenty of room. So I walk inside, he said, I hope you don't mind, I get a couple snakes over here. I did. I said, you get what, brah? You know, he turned the light on, and he's a big snake in a glass case. So that has to be a story we'll tell next time. We'll stop right there. Brother Kevin gonna tell us a story about me at his house and his family of snakes over there. So that's a teaser for Kevin.
Uncle, you know what I was thinking too? This is great. I like this, but how about Sandwich Island Network? We do a keiki session, and so like Alana and all her friends can join.
Oh, that would be cool.
Because I have a bunch of Hawaiian mo'olelo for the keiki.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Let's say we can set that up too for Olelo and for the keiki, right?
Wouldn't that be cool, hearing Hawaiian stories, Alana?
Yeah.
Yes.
Will I count as a
I think we
keiki?
should do a keiki session.
I think that's a great idea. Let's
And I
develop
just say that because I love other people's kids.
I love it.
I'm a cakey at heart. I'm a cakey at heart.
Me too.
I'm a keiki in the
Too. And too.
You know, just earlier tonight, I did something, and NTK said, what are you, 12? So I can...
Yes, I am.
Okay. Mahalo, everyone, for joining us. We will definitely, what do you think? You think we should do this again? Hang out a little bit?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Of course. That would be fun.
Let's do that. So we'll put the posting out. What I'm going to do is when this recording is I'm going to post it on Facebook, and you can tell your friends, go watch it. I'll have it all over. I'll put it up on a number of sites. And
Uncle, can you do a screenshot? Can you do a screenshot to share?
Screenshot.
I can do a screenshot, absolutely.
Okay, everybody smile.
Okay, hang on. Let me see now.
Try to pose. I'm kidding.
Hold up. Let me find my screenshot. Hold up. Where am I? Okay. All right, hang on. I'm getting my screenshot.
Give us the treat.
Hold up. Okay, everybody ready? Okay, Lemana, smile.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotcha.
got it.
Oh, that's a good side. I like it. That's my good side.
Definitely.
All right, my dears, listen, love all of you. Mahalo for your support. Mahalo for coming out on the porch. Mahalo to the Garcia family up there, the Ohana. Alana, good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Everyone on board, thank you. And ahui ho. We won't say goodbye. Ahui ho.
Ahui ho.
Aloha.
Bye, everybody.
Aloha.
Mwah.